Hello everybody, welcome to 5 Things! Let's get started. First thing I want to talk about is Ken Ham. You may know him from his little debate he had with Bill Nye a few months back. He is the founder of the Creationist Museum. He's an extreme creationist, extreme religious guy. He says that NASA should be defunded because aliens from outer space would probably never be able to be saved. Ken Ham says aliens will never be able to get to heaven because they're not a direct descendant from Adam. So I guess all dogs really don't go to heaven, according to him. This goes against something the Pope has said, because the Pope has said if aliens came down and wanted to be baptized, he would baptize them. Here's a problem I have with Ken Ham's argument. If you're not going to be willing to save aliens, you've just basically given up on them, what does that say for people of other parts of society, say Muslims or Jews or anything like that? Are you going to give up on them too? The next thing I want to talk about is this lawsuit against Michelle Phan by Ultra Records. Ultra Records says that Michelle Phan has used their music without their consent in her videos. They say there have been 50 incidences of this. They are suing Michelle Phan for $150,000 per video, which amounts to $7.5 million. Some Ultra Records artists, such as Cascade, have supported Michelle Phan. This only shows that in the record industry there are still old dinosaurs who don't get the way new media works. Personally, I would love to get exposure for my music from a YouTuber using it. And if Michelle Phan is out there, and perhaps she may be watching this, check out my music on iTunes. The next thing I want to talk about is a video I saw, link over here, from a guy from the NRA. He is claiming that everyone in America should have a gun. He's claiming the government should subsidize guns, make ammunition free. He's saying children should be taught to shoot guns or they don't pass the grade they're in. As far as the education of children involving guns, that should not be done in school. That should be done by the parents if they wish to do that on their own. And not everybody wants a gun. I don't own a gun for personal reasons. He says that there are places that should be gun required zones instead of gun free zones. Personally, I do not feel safe with a bunch of independent citizens walking around with guns like it was the Old West. Because you never know. One of them may just snap and shoot you for no reason. Okay, next 2 items I'm going to talk about are more of a personal nature. First of all, many of you may know that I moved recently. And I'm thinking of moving again. I'm thinking of moving out of this apartment into a smaller apartment. It's nice to have all the good space. However, the apartment I'm in, the way they charge water is weird. In my old apartment, I had a washer and dryer in the apartment, and I was paying less than $35 a month for water. This place, they insert the water into your rent by the square footage of the apartment. And I'm paying $41 for water here, and I don't have a washer and dryer in unit, so I'm paying an extra $10 per week to do laundry. Plus, this apartment complex has already said that they're going to raise the rate like $20 once my lease is up. Because it's actually cheaper than market value, and they're going to raise it up every year until it gets to market value. I think it's best I leave pretty soon. Most of my stuff is still packed away, so packing is not going to be an issue for me. I'm also going to give you an update on the CD. Had some money issues as of recently. The artwork is not coming along as fast as it should because there's some art supplies I still need to get, and there's some paintings I need to draw. So that's kind of on hold for a little bit. Anyways, that's the 5 things I wanted to talk about this week. I hope you had a good week. See you next week.